It's receiving content. Audience will see you in a moment. Oh, we good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're back to normal. I just got to fix the chat. We live. What a piece of shit that I am. It's hard being a big piece of shit.
Oh, shit, we're live.
There we are. Okay. Enabling the chat. Okay, that didn't work. Pop it out.
I don't know.
No, Dad. No, I don't think so. Not this time, Dad.
Michael J. Fox. Some of his best work.
It was.
Remember when he got all hairy?
Yeah, man. Scott Howard, this is your father speaking.
Yeah.
You open this door right this instant.
It was Scott Howard. First again.
Yeah, we actually crocheted those hoodies. It was pretty wild.
Damn, you guys made hoodies? How you know?
You're wearing one. We got the fucking desk assembled from Wednesday. The reason we're off here.
Well, we chopped the wood. We ground it up, pressed it.
Anyway, we got it rebuilt. We had a guy like fabricate our design, and he did a good job. But we didn't have it. We didn't know it was going to be here Wednesday. That was kind of a miscommunication. So we get back from lunch Wednesday, and we're going to start the show. But I go to walk in the studio, and it's tore apart, and they're putting together this fucking desk. So I'm like, well, fuck it, let's do it Friday. So that's basically why we're out here. Does it have the logo on the back too? The ones you'll buy will have the logo on the front.
I was going to tell him this was the prototype.
Yeah, the ones you'll buy have the logo on the front with a little bit more shit on it. And it'll have like whatever team shirt you buy, like a Team Everett, Team Eric, Team Armand. You know, we should probably make one of those that doesn't have that goofy team shit on the sleeve. There's only like 3 versions of it, and they're all the team ones.
Is that mine? Yeah, it sure is.
Show is. We'll give it a couple more minutes, let people show up. We lost everybody after that, man. We had like 80 people. Now there's only like 8.
I told you I didn't think it'd be a big show today.
We do need to make dad hats. We need to make hats and, all.
What are dad hats?
Dad hats are like the kind of floppy cloth ones. These are not like these. I like dad hats, though.
Dad hats are shit.
Why?
They're just shit. I don't really enjoy them.
Well, I mean, if Eric doesn't like it, it's shit. So we'll never make those. Sorry, Adam's channel. I'm assuming you're Adam. If not, why do you have Adam's channel? This is getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. Eric and I aren't really fans of baseball caps. Neither of us, really dig them.
I fucking enjoy baseball caps and have quite a few.
Pickles on them.
What's that?
I don't think so.
Agreed with Eric. About what?
Start the show here in about 5 minutes.
Eric needs a dad hat. I don't need it. No, I don't know, man. Someone call the CIA. Wait. Make shirts with hats and pickles on them. Yeah, we could. That's a good solid business strategy, I think.
Why pickles? Because of Rick and Morty?
Well, you know the deal.
Yeah, it's the worst joke of all time.
I fucking like it.
You like the dumbest jokes ever. I swear to God.
I've said that. I'm not hiding from that fact that I'm easily amused.
Yeah. Well, it's not that. It's just you. Not only do you like the dumbest jokes, you repeat them 100,000 times.
Well, let's just point out what everybody does wrong today.
That's fine, because you use fucking jokes way too often.
You do
shitty
wrong
jokes.
Is point out what everybody else does wrong.
I know, it's my job. Somebody's got to do it.
No, Donna, just a stoner from Boston. Need black shirt with black logo. Wait, what? Black on black?
We have that.
We don't have black on black.
Don't we have that on the store?
Not black on black.
Oh, that would be cool. Good point. Yeah, I'll get that done.
How would that be cool, though?
You ever seen like black on black? Like, because it's a little shinier than the rest of the shirt, and the light hits it right, you can see that everything. It looks pretty neat.
Oh, I guess not. Apparently not.
Yeah. Or white on white is pretty cool too. Why do walruses like Tupperware, Donna? No, really, you got to tell us why. Tell us. Tell us, you bitch!
What are you talking about now? Who
she,
you hollering at?
She asked why walruses like Tupperware.
Oh, fuck, I don't know. That's a good question. Algebra teacher looking like Jabba.
Who? Because they like tight seals? Huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Man, you're just as bad as Eric.
Do you think Mom Jeans is talking about Miss Jones?
Maybe.
Eric, congrats on the beating Ocho Man in arm wrestling. I knew it was going to happen. Come on, your boy own a shop, black on black. It's a nice style. I mean, I'm not saying I'm against it. I just never seen it. He said, your boy own a shop. Oh, wait. He owns a shop.
It's true.
That's right.
You know what, Donna? You're banned. That's it. I've never liked you. No, I've always liked you. I don't know why you waste your time on such a fucking...
I did not
obviously
stand.
losing channel.
That's horse shit, Light Peach. You fucking know that. He said I stood up while Ocho was on his knees.
You did. I mean, you were cheating, kind of.
Are you serious? I believe I was on my fucking knee.
I believe you cheated. 561, by the way. It's only gone up one each over the week.
I did not cheat. You guys are fucking horse... Dude.
What's up, Keaton? He cheated.
I can go get him right now.
We don't have the same table. It's just not going to happen. You think you can arm wrestle across this table pretty easy?
No, I wouldn't want to. It's not sturdy enough for that.
Yeah, whenever we get the top here all the way down, though.
There's pressure. Yeah, it wouldn't matter if I was. It didn't. I mean, does everybody think that mattered?
I think he'd have beat you.
You think that's the case?
I think he would have beat the shit out of you. I think you're a sissy.
Well,
you're nothing but technique.
That's just like your opinion, man. All right, boys, I'm out. Later, Russell. I forgot where I hit him up. Oh,
all right. One more minute and we'll start the show. Sound good?
Oh, is that what you think, eh?
Hit the record button, though.
We are recording for Brian. Pre-show. So's that you know.
And I should have been gone long ago. You know who that is, Steve Perry?
Yeah.
From here, and I should have been gone.
Did I even fucking attach that?
Oh, Sherry. No Armand today. So we called that sumbitch about 9:30 today. I'm like, hey, you here today?
What a sumbitch.
He's like, no, I'm down in Des Moines with my woman, Team Tonga. And then he fucking hung up. I mean, it went down something.
Did he
like
say
that.
Team Tonga?
No, he didn't.
Oh, I was going to say, that'd been fucking epic. He'd been like, where do you think I'm at? Team Tonga, bitch.
How do you know about my cat that poops and pees with me? Oh, I talked about that yesterday on Ocho Man. Did we release that show already?
Your cat fucking goes to the bathroom with you?
Yeah, every morning when I would be sitting there taking a shit and I'll bash the door open and it'll come in and just lay down and hang out while I'm taking a shit and showering. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tigger was the other cat. Jackson's the one that shits with me.
That's Tiger.
Tiger uppercut.
Uh-huh. Tiger. Why am I in pause? Am I paused?
I don't know.
I think so.
Like your 3-year-old. Yeah, they tend to do the same thing. Luckily, I get up before my kids.
Do you know?
Well before. All right, you about ready to go?
Yeah.
Hit that bottom right pad over there and start the music. Yep. Turn it up a little, will you? Just the far right slider. Crank it.
You're listening to Surreal Talk.
Surreal Talk.
A look inside the world of cults, conspiracies, and the paranormal.
Something's not right, man. Something's not right. Something's bullshit here, and I don't believe it.
Honestly, this crazy shit could be completely possible.
Disclaimer, we reserve the right to be wrong, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a smart guy, whoever that is saying that shit.
You think you know the whole story? Think again.
Now your hosts, Eric and Everett.
Is he talking about us?
Slide it out.
Welcome to Surreal Talk, a look inside the world of cults, conspiracies, and the paranormal.
And the Paraponies.
Yeah, this is a lineupmedia.fm production.
Back again, another episode. No Armand this week. Let's get that out of the way.
No Armando.
He has abandoned us. He said he's never coming back again whenever we don't do the show exactly when and the way he wants.
So we decided to
We fired him.
tell him to go fuck himself.
No, he's just gone for today. He's at his girlfriend's house.
It's Team Tonga.
I don't blame him. We got
Team
him for
Tonga.
Wednesdays. Today's Friday. It's not Surreal Talk Day as far as he knows.
I mean, can you blame him? Dude.
But at the same time, man, you got to question, a little bit of the. Are you really Team Surreal Talk? If you're leaving at any time, there might be a chance of us doing the show.
I mean, that's fair. I can just see the light on my
Next
phone
time he
just
says
going off over there.
fuck preparing for the rest of the morning. We're going to drive down there, kidnap his ass, and bring him back. That's my plan.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are we talking about today? What's the scoop?
We are talking about the CIA's greatest hits. The CIA.
Being
you ever heard of them?
Yeah, I have heard of them. Okay. CIA being the Central Intelligence Agency and the main American foreign intelligence agency. It's what we use to spy and do all the other bad shit people all over the world hate that we don't know about. They think we do. Like whenever we wanted Osama bin Laden dead, CIA deep up in that shit.
Well, that's the thing when people always say, like, let's just kill the motherfucker, you know, we just ought to go over there and kill him. Well, that right there, if it's not a fucking SEAL team and like just a direct, it's a CIA agent, an operative.
Fair enough. So that's another common miss thing there. Like people who work at the CIA, like you go to Langley and whatnot, they're not agents. They are CIA officers. They're real, like, the CIA likes to get on their website sometime. They really want to make sure you know exactly what they want you to know.
Yeah, I tweeted out a picture earlier this week because I Googled.
They're quick to tell you, though. We're not agents. Agents are our operatives in other countries that we source from locals. So an agent might be like, you have handlers, officers who are handlers that'll go over there
and
source
handle
out,
the agents.
Right, will handle the agents, find the people that work or that live over there, and get them to do the shit. And they meet with the agents, but they are the officers.
So what's a spook?
Yeah, I've never been quite sure. I'm guessing that's probably a black op type of fucking CIA officer.
Well, you're not quite sure because they want it that way.
Nobody really knows.
They want it that way.
Well, let's get into it, man. I know we got a bunch of notes here, so let's get into it.
Yeah, so like my first question when we started getting into the CIA, you know, well, after we talked about what they're doing, what they do, it was who do they answer to? And that was like something like, who the fuck runs this shit? I know there's a director of the CIA, and I know there's the head of the CIA. Like but who do they answer to? And so the Central Intelligence Agency answers directly to the Director of National Intelligence. That seems redundant. Although the CIA director may brief the president directly.
Yeah, for questions and whatnot, yeah.
Yeah. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. They answer to the Director of
There's
National
also
Intelligence.
an oversight community that's in
oh, go ahead, what?
in Congress that has oversight over some of the shit they do, too. So
I'm finding out who the Director of National Intelligence is. I have to know that.
Why?
Because that's who is responsible for all of this. Not responsible, but that's who oversees them. Currently, Dan Coates.
You feel better about knowing that?
No, that
sounds like a made-up name.
That makes me feel worse.
My name's Sam Samuels. I run the CIA. You'll never really find me. What movie was it where everybody was in the CIA had the same fucking name? Like every person they talked to was always.
Oh, that was.
Was it A-Team?
It was A-Team. Yeah, it was definitely A-Team. What did you see that movie with Robert De Niro and Colin Farrell about the CIA?
Yes.
That was fucking good, man.
Yeah, it was about like they started like it was a whole training thing about the CIA, but he wasn't actually. Was it Pacino? Maybe
it was Pacino. It wasn't De Niro. Yeah, it was Pacino.
Yeah.
You're right. The fucking end scene was amazing in that movie. What
pretty
was
good.
that?
Was it The Rookie? Maybe
The Rookie. That's exactly what it was. It was fucking The Rookie. God, that was such a good movie.
Are you sure that's what it was? Hold on.
No, it was The Rookie. 100%. I owned it.
The Recruit.
Never mind. Not 100%. I meant 95%.
95%.
The Recruit was what I was trying to get out there.
That was a good fucking movie, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Bridget Moynihan was in that one.
Yeah. What else is she in?
I don't know. Let me look.
All kinds of other stuff. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, CIA.
Who's that?
Stop. Just shut up. Just shut up. So,
what do you got going?
Well, we wanted to talk about a lot of things they do, but mostly how they kill people. You know, they put out hits on people. Everyone thinks, anybody you've asked you, that Kennedy was probably killed by the CIA.
Yeah, that's like the big theory.
A lot of people think it had something to do with the Bay of Pigs and the way the Cubans were fucked over around the Bay of Pigs, which you know about that whole story. Whenever we helped the Cuban exiles get trained over in like Nicaragua.
When you say we you mean?
U.S. government, CIA. Bankrolled them, gave them weapons, gave them equipment. But when they came and they finally fucking invaded Cuba, we had our ships off the coast. Well, Kennedy pulled them back, leaving these guys basically to the slaughter.
Now
that pissed off a lot of people in the CIA.
Yeah, but did he approve the fucking training of him and everything? He was all behind it
pretty much until the end, yeah.
And what was his quarrel, do you know?
I don't recall exactly why he said let's not do it, but yeah, it ended up they were all on the beach for a couple of days, and Che Guevara and his whole crew fucking rolled up and just smoked them. They were calling for fucking backup on the radio. Where are you? Here comes.
I wonder could they hear those actual calls that the time they were happening?
I'm sure the military could, yeah.
Right, yeah, that's fucked, man.
So that's a pretty traditional way to kill somebody, though, the way they killed old Kennedy with a old bullet to the head.
Yeah, but he wanted, and like Troy Caster in the chat says, he wanted to disband the CIA.
Right. He was no friend of the CIA, too.
Yeah, no, he definitely didn't like it, didn't like what they did, didn't want it there. So what are what traditional methods?
Let's go right. Hold on. I wanted to go right into Operation Northwoods real quick while we're talking about Kennedy.
Okay. You're skipping. I got you.
Yeah, I am skipping around a bit. Let me get to that page of our notes.
Fourth or fifth, right?
Yeah, it's way deep in there. Yeah, fuck it. Freestyle. Operation Northwoods was a plan put together by the Joint Chiefs and the CIA. It was basically original false flags. It was like the blueprint. I believe it was I want to say 60. Early 60s, anyway. It was presented to Kennedy by the Joint Chiefs. What it outlined was a way for the United States to get at Fidel Castro. So the CIA has always had a hard on against Fidel Castro, and we'll get into that in the ways they've tried to kill him.
Jesus.
But eventually...
they're numerous, too.
Eventually, they come to the conclusion, we can't kill this guy. We need to fucking directly attack him. But we can't directly attack Cuba.
Yeah, it's not,
We need a reason first. So they come up with this plan to make it look like Cuba is attacking us.
What did they call it too? They had a name. The name for
Mongoose?
false flags that they called. They had just like a phrase they said. What was it? It was fucking really good too that they had.
Let me bring up the PDF.
It was on that PDF form.
So I found an actual unclassified document. The actual document that the Secretary of the Joint Chiefs of Staff outlined at least the directive for there was a Guantanamo Bay. They were going to attack Guantanamo.
Yeah.
Well, quote unquote attack. They were going to send in fake Cubans to attack,
which everyone knows is our naval institution.
Right. It's on the southern side of Cuba. They were going to sink some ships. They were going to bomb some planes. And this was all fake, though. The ship that they were going to sink was just out in the harbor. They were going to blow it up. The planes that they were going to blow up were just planes that were sitting there. They were going to have agents come in and blow it up and blame it all on Cubans. It was pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it's the blueprint to what false flags have become. It's cause fear, incite panic, blame somebody else. You know what I mean? Just completely fucking change public opinion about whether it be a state, whatever, a race, people, a dictator. I mean, I'm not saying Castro was a good guy at all, not at all. But I'm saying like, fuck, man.
They had another plan to take a passenger plane. I got a lot of people looking through the window at us. I hate when they do this. How's it going? Anyway,
you got a booger.
Do I?
No, I'm just kidding.
Fucker. They were going to take a passenger plane loaded up with decoy people, right? People that were, CIA operatives or whatever, fly it out into the ocean where they had already had another plane that they had stripped down. It was a CIA-owned plane at this point. The first plane was actually a plane that, was like an airline plane. The second one was an asset of the CIA. They stripped it down, painted it, put on the tailwing number of the commercial plane. They flew it out. They joined up together in the air, right? And then the decoy plane carried on about the original mission or original flight path. And then the original plane immediately dives down to as low it can go under the radar and flies back to Elgin Air Force Base down in Florida, flies under the radar, and then everybody gets off the plane just fine. But the original plane continues to fly along, and it's empty at this point. It's a drone plane.
Yeah, it's being flown remotely.
Right. And they let out a recorded message. We are under attack by MiGs. Cuban MiGs are attacking us. And then it would explode. But the beauty of this is that this would go out over civilian airwaves so that the government themselves wouldn't even have to report it. The civilian airlines would report that they had a plane.
Yeah, so that's the CIA bypassing everything everything, all of it. Like, fuck it, we'll just put it on civilian airways. Well, we want to change public opinion too, right?
Well, and it makes them completely out of they're beyond reproach on this. They're not the ones saying, hey, they tried to fuck it with our planes. We didn't come up with this through our intelligence.
Right.
They said, the plane itself said, hey, we're getting attacked by MiGs. It came across civilian air. Civilians reported it.
How do you get the pilot to go for that? On the commercial aircraft?
Money, probably.
You know what I'm saying, though? Like, a guy
money,
checks in
it's
for
always
work
money.
That day, or does he know? Do they approach him? Like, how do you get the pilot
Well, it never
to go
actually
for that?
happened. So eventually, all these crazy shit that they wanted to do in Operation Northwoods, all this stuff of taking and doing like attacks on people, Americans on soil by Cubans. And
well, yeah. So they also wanted to have hit squads in Florida and then
Washington D.C., a couple other places.
And what they were going to be was comprised of all Cuban people, and they were going to go and kill American citizens, gun them down in the streets, for Cuba. Castro told him to, and it was going to,
just to drum up support would allow us to go in and kill Castro, basically bomb Cuba. But whenever the Joint Chiefs had presented this to Kennedy, basically Kennedy started to hear it and then didn't want to hear no more of it, and he eventually fires the Joint Chief who said do this.
Yeah.
But the damage had been done. They've thought up the process for these false flags, and as soon as it got out that this was a thing, now we've got 50, 60 more years now of people thinking every single thing that happens might be a false flag.
No, you got 50, 60 more years of them perfecting the formula for
potato,
a false
potato.
They perfected the formula for a false flag.
Well, I mean, it's no wonder whenever you're trying to perpetrate something as much as attacking a whole other country, like to kill their their president.
Yeah.
Their quote unquote democratically. Well, he wasn't democratically elected.
No, not at all.
Any which way, kill their leader, whether how he got into power or not. It's easy to think that maybe they would try this for whatever other reason for like Sandy Hook. What was that? Gun control? They say was the whole reason for that.
That was that's what they're.
The reason that people think it was a false flag, and it was a.
Well, and then 9/11, same thing. They say they set all that up for the Patriot Act in order to just just unwavered spying on people. They could just do whatever they wanted, spy on anyone with that Patriot Act.
So Fidel Castro, though, they had tried to kill him many fucking ways. Some of the best shit is what they tried to do with a couple things they tried to do with his cigar. They tried the old exploding cigar trick. That fell apart. Every time they tried to kill him, it fell apart. For the exploding cigar, they given it to, I believe, someone who was a journalist to slip into his shit at a UN meeting. But they stopped that one right before it happened because they didn't feel it'd be great to kill Castro at a UN-sponsored event.
Right. I don't think it is
which makes sense. They had also tried to use the botulism virus or botulis or whatever it's called and soak a cigar in that, get it to him. They were unable to get to him. One time they were going to take a pill and put it in his daily milkshake. So it was like just a poison pill. But the agent who was trying to do that dropped it in the freezer and they were making it and it stuck to the bottom of the freezer. So whenever they were trying to get it off the freezer, the cap broke. So that didn't work.
He should have just licked it up at that point.
They had got one of his mistresses to she was going to poison him too. She had agreed. They gave
face cream or some shit.
They'd given her some pills and she hit him in her face cream, right? Well, she went into the bathroom to try to get the face cream pills out so she can do her thing, and they had broken and dissolved into her face cream.
Might as well put the face cream on then at this point.
No, that's not what she did. She tries to start fucking flushing the face cream. Fidel catches her.
What an idiot.
Fidel fucking catches her and knows what's going on.
Yeah.
The story goes, he actually gave her his pistol and said, if you want to kill me, here's my gun, fucking kill me.
And then he shot her after that.
No, there's no.
She shot him in the face and he still lived.
No, nobody got shot. She couldn't do it. She couldn't do it. Face to face, she couldn't shoot him. You know what I mean? I guess she liked the guy. It's a mistress and all.
Yeah, he was probably a little upset about it. This bitch trying to kill me for real. I liked her.
I assume if he's giving her the gun and says shoot me, he probably had enough feelings for her. He's like, fuck it. If you want to kill me, just fucking kill me, you bitch.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You want to kill me? I can't talk like a Cuban. How do Cubans talk? Oh, like
you cannot do nothing that Castro has not already done to me.
You want to fucking kill me? You want to kill Fidel? Fuck you. I can't do it.
No, not at all. That was horrible, and I would ask you to never do that.
It wasn't horrible.
Side note, do you think it's racist whenever we do other accents like this?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
Does that mean if you're white, you can't do accents and aren't white people's accents?
I would love to hear white accents, what other people's interpretations of just middle American men.
See, I like to do accents of say a Spanish person doing an English accent.
Well, let's hear it.
I can't right now. I'm a little high, but the other day I was doing it perfectly. I did a Mexican guy doing an English accent.
I don't believe that.
I'll do it sometime. I have to practice on it.
Oh, hey there. I got nothing.
Oh, hey there. You went straight Southern, man. That's not even close. Jesus Christ. Another method I had seen that they'd use is this heart-stopping gun. So they have this fucking, and Eric heard about this earlier today. They have this gun. It's a modified 45 caliber pistol that shoots a dart.
Yeah.
Where the projectile itself is barely wider than a human hair.
That's not the heart stop gun though.
That's a heart stop gun.
Was that the heart stop gun?
That is, yeah. Oh. They have a couple different ones, but it was accurate to 250 foot. Like I said, no wider than human hair.
Almost a football.
It'll penetrate clothing, and whenever it's gone, all it leaves is a small red dot on the skin. And the poison is so fast acting and it goes away so fast in your blood that it usually doesn't show up on autopsy.
Can't catch it, yeah. Dude, that's dangerous to have something like that. Now, if it looked like something other than a gun, it would be really fucking dangerous.
They had another similar.
It was like a pistol with a goddamn hunting scope on it.
Yeah, telescoping scope. That was the fucking crazy thing about it.
It was nuts, dude.
Target acquired. See?
Yeah, it's a pistol, but you're they're hunting with it, 250 feet away, big as a hair, and they could shoot you and kill you, and no one would ever know.
They would. They also were able to give people cancer. They figured out they used basically the same thing we would do in lab rats. You know how you have to treat cancer in lab rats for testing?
Yes.
So they had to figure out a way to give lab rats cancer. Well, they fucking weaponized that.
Well, that's easy.
How's that easy?
Giving them cancer?
Just make people eat lead paint or something?
No, yeah, just rub benzene all over them.
Rub benzene on. Hold still, we're going to rub benzene on you. Come back tomorrow, we will rub more.
Dude, the one guy they gave acid to, they tried to fuck, what was it, Operation Night Mistress or some shit like that, where they gave that gal a bunch of acid and she dosed that guy and he jumped out the fucking window and killed himself?
No. Oh, yeah. It's like,
Yeah. Guarantee that happened. I'd make that up.
They were trying to do some shit with Fidel like that, too, like where they were, whenever they figured out they couldn't kill him because of the 1970 law that Gerald Ford put in place, it put the kibosh on all assassinations.
Are done.
Right. So
Targeted killings commenced.
Yeah, targeted killings commenced. But they come up with an idea to just kind of make Fidel look like a bitch to his people. They, for one thing, they tried to do is make his beard fall out or his hair fall out. They had many different plans to do that.
They said he was so masculine that they felt like they could attack him. They were going to give him estrogen and give him
titties. Yeah, that was another great plan.
Tits. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. We're paying good taxpayer money.
You know how many millions of dollars?
Tits?
You know how many millions of dollars went into the plan to get Fidel boobs?
That's almost frustrating at that point. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Can you imagine if that was your job?
Yeah, but you're going on the off chance that he shoots himself in the face for having titties.
It doesn't matter if he shoots himself. The people in the country are like, oh, he has titties.
Oh, it was the culture then.
Right. He's so masculine, the people loved him. You know what I mean?
So
we got to make him look like a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
He has no beard. He has no hair. He's got boobs.
Fuck, you would get the president out at this point. He comes in with a full head of hair and a beard, and he's just a badass.
That's like the exact opposite of our current president.
Now he's bald, no beard. He's got titties. He's crying because all the estrogen up there. I just trying to do a job. He's like, get him the fuck out.
I literally
of here.
have the best boobs a man president's ever had. You can have better boobs than me.
If I had boobs, they'd be great. You'd love them. Everybody loves them.
They had a microwave gun that puts out the same type of frequency shit that your heart does. That would give you like a heart murmur, or it could actually give you a heart attack too.
What the fuck?
Yeah, pretty nuts.
Dude, that shit's scary, man. Come on, man. People have that shit.
Dude, I've seen all kinds of shit. They had a cyanide gun where basically it was hidden inside of a newspaper. You get close to somebody and it would shoot out cyanide gas.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking safe.
They had
especially the operator.
They had a .22 pistol. The CIA did that was hidden inside of a fucking toothpaste. Yeah,
I seen that.
A one-shot fucking .22.
But they were cyanide-tipped bullets at that. So it's like because it was a .22, they didn't want to just injure the guy.
Right.
They wanted to shoot him and kill him.
They should have given him the same things they gave the frogs.
And just so you know,
gay.
Oh yeah, that would have been fluoride for sure.
Turn in a freaking frog.
They have a museum in Langley at the CIA headquarters.
Sure.
That you can't go to. That only people that work at the CIA can go to and invited guests can go to. But it's a museum where like all the shit that we're talking about right here, all these little fucking crazy contraptions that they used and actually fucking used. That's why people can't go there. They're on display and you can look at them all. Well, you can't.
Here's another one they did for Castro. They poisoned his wetsuit. He never ended up getting into it, but they lined the inside of his wetsuit with poison. I'm just going to run through some of the other ones I had.
Like,
here.
why don't they just send somebody over there to kill this guy? Look, all the money they spent on this, they could have took a dude out of prison that would have got this done and been like, look, you're going to get killed. You're going to get killed, okay? But we're going to give your family $15 million. So just go do this for us, man. What the fuck? Like, and who cares where he came from? Just...
The LSD. Did you say that about Fidel? They tried to give him LSD. They were going to rig one of the radio stations where he did interviews to have LSD sprayed into the air when he was in there, and he would subsequently freak out on the air, making him look like
making him look like an idiot.
Yeah. The milkshake went in. Anyway,
it's just crazy, and that furthermore, how do you decide, being in the CIA, how do you decide someone needs to die? Like, what are there parameters? Like, is there a checklist of shit that you have to go through in order to kill someone? Like, what the fuck is it? I want to know what the criteria.
You tried diplomatic relations first. Hey, how you doing? This is what we'd like you to do.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck myself. All right, we're going to talk to your successor. And
give me Bush. Give me Bush. He's got friends with Clinton. Yeah, give me Bush.
No, but that's basically it. Whenever you won't do what we tell you to do when we tell you to do it.
So we're a bunch of big-ass fucking bullies.
Well, like, you're acting surprised here.
No, no, it's not at all. We did the same thing in the Middle East for years.
What do you know about the secret war in Laos?
Are you talking about Laos?
Yeah, like...
I'm Khan from Laos.
Are they from Laos? But,
King of the Hill? Yeah, it was a great show. Anyways, yeah, not a lot, dude. You brought this to me, and I was like, eh.
So during Vietnam, we only had authorization for engagements inside of the Vietnam borders. Well, right next to Vietnam is this whole country called Laos, and the North Vietnamese...
Its own country.
They had, the Ho Chi Minh Trail. You're aware of the Ho Chi Minh Trail. That's what they used to move their supplies and troops from the north.
Yes, sir. We weren't allowed to go, right?
We weren't allowed to cross into Cambodia for any engagements. That said, we funneled fuck tons of money into the indigenous people known as the Hmong people.
Monk?
Hmong.
Oh, yeah, Hmongs, yeah.
And they fought the war against the NVA and whatever, I forget what they were fucking
Viet Congs.
No, that's the NVA. the North Vietnamese army, and whatever the communist version of the Laotian people were. I have it written down here somewhere. I'm not bothering to read that. I'm not no asshole.
People in the fields, rice paddies, whatnot.
Right, and we give them weapons, training, and that went on the entirety of the Vietnam War. Come the end of the Vietnam War, we check out. We leave those people to their own devices over in Laos.
Oh yeah.
To let the NVA come in and basically wipe them out, and they did.
So, that's why a lot of people get pissed. Like, well, we installed a government and a leader there in that country after we destabilized it. Well, there's a reason for that, because the people that are there are going to get fucking murdered if we don't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Even to this day, those people over there, like they wiped out a shit ton of them. 300-something thousand of them fucking just took off. There's huge populations of them in America now. That Clint Eastwood movie, what was it? Gran Torino, was it?
El Camino.
I think it was Gran Torino.
It was Gran Torino.
He lived next door to some Hmong people.
How do you know that?
She explains it in the movie.
Oh.
Because, he's pretty racist in that movie. She's like, we're Hmong.
He calls them, he says gooks and shit.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. It's a good movie, though.
Yeah.
Eventually sacrifices himself. Spoiler alert for those people. But.
Such a good movie, yeah. The kid gets the car. What was his name, the little dumb kid's name?
I don't fucking remember. I only saw it twice.
Well, I thought it was good.
I thought that was crazy.
Very touching.
It was we couldn't directly fight, so they not that we didn't. I talked to a guy who was in Vietnam. He was a gunner on the side of a gunship, which
Who
is just,
you know?
I know a guy. I don't want to say his name. I don't want to blow him out of the water because he went on black missions. He was telling me about these black ops. Or one time he was sitting around in his barracks and they came in just looking for a gunner on the side to run this mission, and he'd sit on the side of the helicopter and just fucking. Anyway, yeah, he didn't tell her where they were going. They flew over into Cambodia. He had to, he didn't know exactly where he was, but he was shooting the shit out of shit. They got back. Yeah, he was pissed when they got back because he didn't know exactly what they was doing. He found out. Any which way.
Man. Everybody says that dude's name's Toad or Zipperhead.
Zipperhead.
They called him Toad, but I think Toad.
No, his name was Rick. That's his first name. I'm not saying any more of his name. His name is Rick.
Oh.
Good guy. There's also a lot of the drug trade going on in that era that the CIA was involved with, moving heroin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because just like in the movie American Gangster. That's
Frank Lucas and all that. Yeah.
Well,
he brought all his drugs back on American planes. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Hidden inside of coffins.
Yes. Not exactly how the movie said it, but he was doing it like American Airlines. The movie had to have been military planes.
You're thinking there was also that movie Air America, which was Mel Gibson and Robert Downey Jr. that detailed the CIA's fucking. Pretty sure that's what that was about. I could be wrong.
So this is an interesting fact about that, what you're saying there. So during the Cold War, when numerous soldiers participated in the transport of Southeast Asian heroin to the United States by airline Air America, the CIA's role in such traffic was reportedly rationalized as recapture of related profits to prevent possible enemy control of such assets. I'm gonna dumb that down a little bit. AKA, we have to sell the dope. If we don't sell the dope, they're gonna sell the dope. So we gotta sell.
Yeah, either they get the money or we get the money.
Yeah. So.
That's the CIA loved to do that too, especially
they just wanted to make massive profits off shit.
Well,
that funds their shit.
Right, because then they'd have money that had no oversight. The government doesn't know about the $60 million we made on cocaine or whatever.
Right. Well, and that's something that I thought too. It's like they operate almost completely fucking independent from the government. Like they do their own motherfucking thing.
Well, it's kind of crazy too. Whenever Nixon was in power, they had apparently tried to. Some people within the CIA had tried to kill him twice.
Nixon.
The sitting president of the United States.
Wow. Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, that right there tells you how much they're outside of the actual government. We're like, well, fuck it. We don't like what they're doing. That's the same thing. Like, well, we don't like what this foreign president's doing. We don't like what our domestic president's doing. So,
yeah. Can you imagine being that arrogant of a fucking asshole to just think,
whenever your job is to kill people, to kill the most powerful people in the world, you kind of, your targeting sensors can get fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
You're not letting me do my fucking job? Well, you must be against me if you're not with me.
I don't think we need people like that in charge.
I don't know.
That's a Sith attitude there.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean? Well, so we're on the drug trafficking thing. We're going to stop right quick by Gary Webb. You know who Gary Webb is?
He was an investigative journalist.
I've been photoshopped onto a picture of Gary Webb.
Oh, sorry for Gary.
It makes him look better, trust me. Anyway, yeah, he was an investigative journalist, and he came out with a series called Dark Alliance, and it was like a 3-book or 3-part series that just basically.
Oh yeah, I fucking remember hearing about this. Yeah, right there. It was a movie with Jeremy Renner. I remember hearing about this. Kill the Messenger.
Yeah, that's exactly what I have down. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is all coming back to me now. Reading through your message or reading through your notes here, and I remember that.
It exposed all the illegal dealings of the CIA involving the Contras and the crack cocaine epidemic that
Well, you know what they say, the CIA did an internal investigation regarding the crack epidemic of the 80s and internally cleared themselves. They had nothing to do with it.
Exactly, because they don't have to answer to fucking anybody.
We had nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
we checked.
Look, we'll get the investigation, okay? You don't have to fucking worry about it. We know things are tough over there at the Department of Defense. So here's what we're going to do for you. We'll investigate us, and we'll tell you what we come up with. Can you imagine being the guy listening to that? Like, what? But you can't say a fucking thing to him. What are you going to do?
Well, eventually this Gary Webb guy was suicided.
Well, yeah, so hang on. I'm going to go back into the crack cocaine epidemic.
All right, let's hear it.
So for the better part of a decade, a San Francisco Bay Area drug ring sold tons of cocaine to the Crips and Bloods street gangs of Los Angeles and funneled millions in profits to a Latin American guerrilla army ran by the CIA. This drug ring opened the first pipeline between Colombia's cocaine cartels and the black neighborhoods of Los Angeles, and as a result, the cocaine that flooded in helped spark the crack explosion of urban America. Like you said, Jeremy Renner played Gary Webb in the 2014 movie Kill the Messenger. And his wife, so get this, Gary Webb's wife, comes out for sure and says he committed suicide.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, he killed himself.
Case closed.
Sure. But he was the first like suicided one. You know what I mean? Like quote unquote suicide.
And that's because he was suicided or he
two shots back of the head. Right. Back of the head.
We were thinking about that.
The
you could take two guns and hold them to the back of your own head.
You have to thumb it though.
Hey, you wouldn't have to. I feel like I could do it. I don't know. It'd be difficult though. My arms aren't. I'm a chunky guy.
It almost hurts.
It really kind of. Hey, everybody, listen right now. Try to take your hands. Don't make a classic gun. Point your finger out.
Make your finger guns.
Make your finger curved like you're going to pull the trigger because that's more accurate. And then try to see if you can curve it around anyway to where the barrel would naturally fucking. If you had a little snub nose 38, they're like a little bitty 38. You could probably do it.
Did you remember the gun idea I had for suicides the other day? Fucking straight out barrel.
Oh yeah. The one shot. Oh, the curved barrel.
Right back at you. You know, I feel like that'd make things easier. And even if you were going to do the suicide route, you could just go like this because it would go.
Shoot yourself in the back of the head. There you go.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like there's a market for that. We should give them to the CIA. Sell them to those guys. They got money.
Crack me up.
Anyway, yeah.
I had an idea that, well, why don't, like, if they sell the suicide gun, it's a single-use thing. It's basically a fucking tube you just kind of smack yourself in the head with. Whenever you do that, it goes off.
Like they have a cattle or what are them things called that the dude used in No Country for Old Men? The fucking bolt shots?
Yeah, but that was air-powered.
Yeah, they were pneumatic.
This is a bullet.
Spring load make one. I could make one like that.
Well, I'm just saying you just tap yourself with it and it goes off.
I want enough power, though, that the projectile launches through your skull into your brain and out the other side of your head.
Why not a shotgun shell?
Why not, then? So why are we even talking about this? A shotgun to the head is probably going to be a lot more effective.
Let me ask you this. Are you a fan of enhanced interrogation?
I pretty much invented advanced interrogation, yes.
Did you know?
No, man, but back in my day, we called it torture. I don't know if you know anything about torture.
I wouldn't want to.
You remember anything about torture?
No, but torture ain't what it once was. So there are right now official methods that can be used, like, for instance, the attention grab. That's where if I was trying to get your interrogating you, I would reach over, grab you by the shirt, and shake you. That's one of their first methods they use.
Oh, God.
And did you know every time they ratchet up, they have to get approval from somebody to ratchet up to the next level of interrogation method. So the next one would be the attention slap.
Oh, so they slap you?
Slap you, get you a little frayed, fucking shit like that.
You slap at them and shit?
Then they have the belly slap.
Ooh, pink belly. I've had that before. Boom,
Doctors had actually advised to not punch people in the belly because that could actually give you a permanent internal injury.
Oh, yeah, we're torturing them here. We don't want to hurt them.
So the first three of these aren't so bad, right?
Right.
It gets a little bit more torture as you go.
Let's hear what you got here, man. I want to get
long time standing. This is described
so far. Everything could be used sexually.
This is what they say is probably the most effective. You're forced to stand handcuffed with your feet shackled through an eye bolt on the floor for up more than 40 hours.
And
the exhaustion and sleep deprivation, they said, are pretty much.
I'll go to bed. I'll go to sleep right there.
That will wake you up. They will not. You're standing. You have to stand.
Okay. Well, they're going to have to. I won't wake up.
You're such a tough guy. I'd love to see you.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you doubt I could sleep standing up?
Yes, I do.
Really?
I do. Without drugs
Without drugs.
Okay. How about this? The cold cell. A prisoner is left to stand naked in a cell.
Fuck that.
Kept naked or kept near 50 degrees.
No.
And throughout the time in the cell, they douse you with cold water.
That might be a little bit of torture there. That could be close to fucking torture there.
And the next one is waterboarding. This isn't illegal in it, but
I don't feel like that's very bad.
Let me. Have you ever actually seen waterboarding? What it is?
Yeah, I want to try it.
The prisoner is bound to an inclined board, feet raised, head slightly below the feet. So you're kind of laying backwards
okay, I
upside
didn't know
down.
it was inclined. Like it's like this. So your head's
Cellophane
down.
is wrapped over your face and water is poured over you. Unavoidably, the gag reflex kicks in, and a fear of drowning leads to almost instant pleas to bring
Wait,
treatment.
cellophane is what?
That's
That's
what it
not
says
what
here.
I thought waterboarding is. Waterboarding
It's usually
you
a
take
rag, I thought, yeah.
And you have to breathe through the rag, and it's because it's soaked with water, constantly running water.
Right.
You fucking can't help but breathe in water, and you're breathing it. Yeah.
According to sources, CIA officers who subjected themselves to waterboarding lasted an average of 14 seconds before giving in. They said Al Qaeda's toughest prisoner, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, won the admiration of interrogators when he is able to last between 2 and 2.5 minutes before begging to confess.
Damn. It's like that?
Yeah, apparently
It can actually kill you, though. Like, so why are they... Like, I don't understand. If you do it long enough, it'll... Maybe I'm not getting waterboarding like I should be getting. We should try it. We need an example, and then we need an experiment, because that's really the only way.
Can we set it up for the after show?
Science. Yeah, I wish we would. Yeah. If anybody in the office is listening, can you get us 2 towels, a bucket of water, and a place for me to lay my head?
We might be able to do this in the bar.
I think so.
We should lay you up on the bar.
Yeah.
Now I really want to waterboard you.
I know. Why do I want to be waterboarded so bad?
I don't know.
Neither do I. I bet I can go longer than 14 seconds like them pussy CIA officers, because we can't call them agents, remember?
I don't know. I wish I was a real CIA agent who knew how to waterboard. I feel like I'm going to fuck it up. Maybe I'll watch a couple videos.
You going to drown me?
I mean, I'm going to try to.
Okay. Well, as long as we're on the same page.
We probably shouldn't do this at work.
No, come on.
What if I drown you?
You're not going to drown me. I can't drown. It's obvious, right? Like, you didn't know that. I told you I wasn't going to die anyway, right?
Yeah. Hey, I got a list of some interesting facts about the CIA. You want to run through it?
Yeah, of course I do.
How about the CIA's official model is, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
That's exactly the fucking opposite. They know the truth.
That's the point. How about during the 1950s, the CIA parachuted hundreds of people in North Korea to start resistance networks, and despite never hearing from most of them again, continued to parachute more and more in until an inquiry in the 70s questioned the morality of such an initiative.
They was all getting killed.
Probably so.
They said, there's another one of the Americans again.
Pull.
Let's get no shit.
Before you hit the ground.
Skeet shooting.
CIA has a heart attack gun, which shoot a dissolving dart that would cause it appear to be a natural heart attack. We went through that one earlier.
Yeah, so from 53 to 64, they conducted completely uncontrolled tests involving drugging people who didn't know they were being drugged, then followed them and watched them without intervening.
That's fucked up.
So yeah, we give the guy a bunch of acid.
Oh, the subject is.
All right, well, he's walking up on the bridge. Barry, he's walking on the bridge now.
Should I stop him? Let him go.
No, yeah, we're not supposed to.
No, write that down.
Okay, so he's stepping up on the railing. Nope, stand
Write it
down.
down.
Stand down.
Write it down.
Stand down.
How are you even talking to me? There's no cell phones yet.
This is two-way communication.
This is the shoe phone, dumbass. Don't you watch Get Smart?
They've got cups and with a string.
It's a long fucking string.
They're in 2 bushes, a couple of idiots.
Are you even with the CIA?
That would make a funny movie.
It would. How about this? There's a Starbucks that's located in the lobby in the CIA in Langley, Virginia, where they're not allowed to call people's names out, and they don't ask for them and don't write them on cups. So if you've ever been to a Starbucks, and I've only been like once or twice, that's a big thing they do is write your name on the cup, call that shit out.
Sure. But the one at the CIA, they don't write the names on the cups for security reasons.
Right. Here's a good one. I thought this was funny. In 1977, a man named William Campbell stole top secret KH-11 spy satellite manual from the CIA, which he sold to the Russians for $3,000.
Yeah,
Enterprising young man.
as he should have.
He then told the CIA who he worked for and what he had done in the hopes that they would hire, or who he wanted to work for, what he had done in the hopes they would hire him as a double agent. They did not hire him a double agent, although they did sentence him to 40 years in prison.
So that's bullshit. So I'm going to tell you what happened here. So the guy got caught.
Sure.
And tried to be like, I was trying to get a job as a double agent, so I figured I'd fucking, prove myself to you.
I mean,
and
maybe.
No, come on. That's what happened.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I was doing it. I did it because I love you.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to impress you guys by selling our fucking secrets. Get the water and the board.
How about this big one? Kind of ties into the show from a couple weeks ago. In 1962, the CIA tipped off South Africa's intelligence service about the location of Nelson Mandela, leading to his arrest that put him in jail for 27 years.
Oh, it's their fault?
At least they told him where he was
Fucking
at.
bastards.
Like, hey, you guys looking for that Nelson Mandela fuck?
In 54, they deposed a democratically elected Guatemalan president, Jacobo Arbenz, and replaced him with a dictator, Carlos Castillo Armas, to save the investments in a banana company.
Hey.
Hey, we got some investments in a banana company down here. This guy goes in.
Chiquita is now the biggest banana company in the world.
Oh, bom, bom, bom.
I'm not saying it was Chiquita that they invested in, and I'm not actually sure that Chiquita is the biggest.
It was Dole. And try to name another brand of bananas other than Chiquita and Dole.
Can't do it.
I got nothing.
Got nothing. In 1961, the Belgians, with CIA involvement, ordered the murder of a democratically elected prime minister of the Congo, Patrice Lumumba, who just wanted for the Congolese to regain the natural resources that were still under foreign control since the colonial times, back when Congo was under, like, I guess Belgian
Africa's people are rich. That's like the diamond, like diamonds.
There's
there.
all kinds of shit over there ripe for exploitation, but
What do they put in the cell phone batteries that's super expensive to that they
like
find?
lithium?
Yeah, lithium they find over there a lot.
Oh,
The
lithium mines?
Lithium mines, yeah.
You know anything about Freeway Rick Ross?
I've heard of Rick Ross before.
Not that Rick Ross, though.
Oh.
It's he was a drug dealer. He was a cocaine kingpin in the 80s.
Sure we're not talking about the same guy?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
At one point, he was making $2 to $3 million a week.
Jesus.
The kicker was he was illiterate, and his cocaine supplier was the CIA, who sold cocaine illegally to finance the Nicaraguan Contras.
Yeah, so like, it's like, hey, we got some shit to do. It's coming up 6 months down the road.
Dale, you still know that guy got the coke?
Yeah,
I got a guy.
Get the guy with the crossed eyes down there, and we're just gonna make him sell our dope for us.
Jesus.
What the fuck? These people were literally like the CIA back in the 60s and 70s. They just did whatever the fuck
Cowboys.
they wanted. Cowboys is a very good term for them.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You were talking about this earlier. Operation Midnight Climax. Prostitutes were enlisted by the CIA to lure them into safe houses in San Francisco.
That's right.
Where they were administered LSD without their consent. They'd watch them have sex with the prostitutes through one-way mirrors.
Cowboy voyeurs.
Free drugs, man.
Well,
And
no, it's like,
I'm going to prostitute anyway.
hey, Larry, let's get this guy fucked up. I'll throw a mirror in his hotel room here, and we'll watch him fuck this prostitute.
Double Dutch rudder, Larry.
Yeah. What are you guys thinking?
This is kind of cool. There's been an encrypted sculpture called Kryptos that is located on the grounds of the CIA headquarters since 1990 and has yet to be fully decrypted. So it's basically just a big-ass cipher.
I've got it. I already did it. I'm not going to tell you, but...
Oh, well, congratulations.
No, I mean, can you imagine what happens when somebody does decrypt that? What happens? They immediately become...
It says something like, you better drink your Ovaltine. Mark my words.
Oh...
What are they putting out there?
Troll?
Why wouldn't you do a troll? Why wouldn't you? Why would the CIA put anything interesting out there? Since 1990, they'd be worth anything 30 years later now, for one.
No, I'm not saying information or anything, but a troll...
It's probably like, call 555-6767 for the job of a lifetime.
So that's not a troll, though. That's actually...
Kinda.
That's like a job interview.
Yeah,
Solving that as a job interview. And here's how you get to the job. You
It
know
could
what
just
I mean?
be gobbledygook.
But if it was... It could be... Well, it says it hasn't been fully,
Decrypted,
deciphered. So that means they may have partially got some of it. I don't know. There was the Project Cold Feet's a 1962 operation where 2 CIA operatives were airdropped into an abandoned Soviet research station on an ice floe, retrieved information on advanced submarine detection systems, and were extracted via the Fulton Skyhook recovery system to a modified
This sounded like,
B-17.
when I was going through all these stories, this sounded like a straight-out James Bond story.
Well, it's what they did in Batman.
Oh, it was the Skyhook. Yeah, where they sucked that dude out of, they were in like Hong Kong or whatever, and he fucking kidnapped
They
that
were in
dude.
Laos.
They were not in Laos.
I know, it was Hong Kong, I think, but yeah.
Can you imagine having the balls to do that?
Dude.
I'm going to stand here and let this fucking fly-by hook grab me and yank me up into the air, basically.
What about the A-Team movie where the fucking guy grabs the parachute with the foot of the helicopter with the thing that sits on the ground? Remember they throw him out the fucking window with the parachute, and his crazy ass comes screaming in like this and fucking turns around and grabs the parachute that this guy's holding with the fucking hook of the...
Like the rudder or the railing of the helicopter?
Yeah, and then they just dip with the guy.
I'll have to rewatch that crap movie.
It was good. It wasn't crap. Not at all.
It wasn't that good.
No, I mean, you're fucking crazy if you think that movie was shit.
It wasn't that good. They flew a fucking tank. It was cool for fucking...
It had that song.
Woo, action movie.
It had the song, Are You Reeling in the Years?
Steely Dan is a good jam, but...
Stolen away the time.
Please don't sing.
That's a good song.
How about this? Several days before the invasion of Afghanistan, the CIA agent made an agreement with the military commander of the Taliban to kill Osama bin Laden and capture his top lieutenants. But before the plan could be carried out, the U.S. began its invasion.
Stupid government
That's
gets in
left
their way
hand,
all
not
the
talking
time.
to the right hand, yeah.
Yeah, stupid government, man.
Yeah, they eventually got him. This was fucked up. After George Orwell's death in 1950, E. Howard Hunt, who we did an episode about,
Yes.
dispatched agents to visit his widow to buy the rights to Animal Farm in 1984.
So the movie that everybody's like always quotes, and we don't want to turn into that about surveillance and Big Brother and all that shit.
Most people quote the book. But
Well, the movie, though, is owned, re-edited, produced, and put out by the CIA. Just so everyone knows that. And Animal Farm and George Orwell's 1984, the CIA owns the rights to those.
isn't in the credits of the movie? You can go and say,
I don't know that.
executive producer.
I've
CIA.
never watched the movie.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm mad as hell. Isn't that guy in that 1984? Isn't that what that's from?
That's from Network. Pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, I don't know then.
How about CIA in South Vietnam in a program called Operation Phoenix?
Hang on. Light Peach got 5 on waterboarding.
5 seconds?
$5 on it. We got to do it after show. I got to get waterboarded. There's no way around it. I got a white T-shirt on, so it'll be a plus.
We'll see.
You know what I mean? Like,
I follow you. We'll see. We might waterboard you. We might not. They secretly and without trial executed at least 20,000 civilians who were suspected being members of the Communist Party. Look that up. Operation Phoenix sometime. Not you, the listener.
I was going to look it up right now. I thought you were bullshitting.
No, I'm not bullshitting. I'm just saying that's a really interesting one to look into. How about in 2003, CIA agents in Milan botched an operation because they gave the hotels their frequent flyer numbers so they can own or get the mileage.
There's no reason not to pass up on
free mileage.
Free miles, yeah. So they're like, yeah, we're over here, secret agent shit, doing this, doing that, but I'm going to use my frequent flyer. I'm going to make sure.
I hope those guys got fired. Honestly, how are you going to fuck up
Dude, they got fired. They had to have got fired. If you fucking botched an overseas operation, exactly. We know about it. They'd have got killed if we'd have never heard about it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? How many fucking people have gotten killed that just completely under the radar? That the CIA's been, you know. I mean, we're only talking about shit that we know that's public. You know. What about the stuff they got away with that nobody knows?
That's kind of their whole job. If we knew about it, they would be bitches.
The guy says, you know, hey, look.
What movie was that? If you knew what I did, well, we would be a bitch.
No, it's not bitch. It's cunt.
What was it? Oh, yeah, that was a Departed one.
Yes.
The CIA deliberately let the KGB steal control software for a natural gas pipeline that had been modified to malfunction, causing one of the largest non-nuclear blasts ever recorded. Why are you laughing about that? People probably fucking died.
Oh, man. Can you imagine? When was that? Did they have cameras back there? Yeah, KGB. So it was a while back. Can you imagine watching that on just fucking CCTV footage? They set up a camera and like, watch, dude, he's about to go down. And then they feel the rumble. They're like a mile away and they're like, holy shit, that didn't go as expected. Wait a minute. Did we blow the whole gas line up? You know, it's fucking.
Did you ever see? I have to wonder what it was in comparison to that big explosion in China a few years ago. Remember seeing a video of that?
Dude, that was gnarly as shit. Yeah, that was. What was that? It was
a chemical warehouse that exploded. Did you ever see the pictures of the aftermath?
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Fucking leveled like blocks.
Yeah, it was nuts. CIA Operation Mongoose tried to kill.
Wait. You got something here that I think you wrote down because you thought it meant something. The CIA uses Amazon Cloud Services to store their sensitive data.
Yeah, I started thinking, who doesn't use Amazon Cloud? We use Amazon Cloud. So.
But wait a minute. We're not the fucking CIA, though.
What's the big deal if you've got it encrypted correctly where it's at?
Who knows if they do?
They're the CIA, man. You figure they do.
I mean, yeah, but they're the same guys that tried to fucking, blow Castro's head off with a cigar. What are you saying? That's what they quoted.
Could have worked.
They were quoted saying it'll blow his head off. It was a cigar.
Well, have you been listening to? I've been trying to.
Who watched so much fucking Bugs Bunny back in the day that they thought that was going to work?
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Like, think about it. They're like,
where'd you get this plant?
I've seen this before. Acme.
Mel Blanc.
I got it from Acme. Okay.
I saw it in my Acme catalog.
What the fuck?
Where'd you get the cigar? Acme catalog.
Yeah. Did you get this directly from an episode of Roadrunner?
Some fucking coyote named Wiley sold it to me. It wouldn't work for his purposes, but he said it might work for ours.
Yeah, he sold it to me. He already used it. Because his face was fucked up too a little bit, but he wasn't blown off for sure, so should have known something.
Let's see. Operation Mongoose is where they tried to kill Castro, exploded cigars, shells. That was a funny one. They thought that they would fucking hide some explosives and shells on the beach, so that when he would go to the beach,
he's talking about not shell, like conch shells, like seashells.
Like a nautilus or fucking seashells on the beach.
Yeah.
And when he would go to the beach, they blow up the fucking shells. Let's see. Poisoned his wetsuit, his milkshake. Tried with his former lover. Character assassination via thallium to make his beard fall out, and LSD. Castro was quoted saying, "If surviving assassination attempts were an Olympic event, I would have won the gold medal."
Well, yeah, because the fucking people you're running against is maybe the Special Olympics. Never mind, dude. Just how do you do dumb shit like that? Like, if I was going to kill somebody, you'd fucking get it done in one shot. What did he do so bad that pissed off the CIA? Like, why did they hate this guy?
Well, it's because he was friends with Russia, and they didn't want Russian missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles.
They didn't want him to hold
90 miles off the coast of fucking Miami. There was nothing. Think about this: if a missile is launched from Cuba, there's literally nothing we could do to stop it before it hits one of the coast states.
Now, even now, though,
they go 1,000 mile an hour. I don't know what they go, but they're going fucking 1,000 mile an hour or better probably in a 90-minute trip or a 90-mile trip to Miami. You know what I mean? So by the time you realize it's launched, it's getting ready to hit.
Yeah, that would kind of.
So you can't have that. We had the whole fucking Cuban Missile Crisis scare. That was all because Cuba, they thought we're going to allow USSR nukes to set up right off our shore.
Yeah, whoever was in the lead position of
He was
Russia.
a communist. We made a business out of removing communism from the world. You know what I mean? We can't have it right off of our back door. That's why we were in Vietnam. I mean, it was all anti-communism shit. We're capitalists. We can't allow the commies.
Well, right. I mean, maybe they're all right people.
This was funny. The CIA used Viagra to bribe Afghan tribal leaders. The Afghan chieftain offered up a bonanza of information about the Taliban movements and supply routes, followed by a request for more pills.
For
I
the
just
dick
thought
pills?
That was funny. Yeah, I just thought that was funny.
Now, are these like when
They're
you
not
say
Cialis,
tribal?
they're actual-
When you say tribal,
Well, over in Afghanistan, that they have tribes. You know what I mean? The Taliban, they go to each village. There's tribes and stuff.
okay, that's not what I thought you meant by that. But at the same time,
What
like,
did you think? Never mind. I don't even want to know.
so like I want to, I'm trying to figure this out in my head. They went over there. They talked to the leader of the tribe, the chief, and they say, "We got some dick
It's
pills."
one guy, maybe two, if you're thinking.
We got
about
some
it.
dick pills.
They're going over there. They're agents. They're officers or whatever. They're going over there.
Okay, good. There's not a
clandestinely.
town. There's not a village hall meeting. You're probably right about that. So hey guys, look, have you ever tried dick pills?
Some Forrest Whitaker looking motherfucker. You know what I mean? Not with the eye. I just mean like maybe with the eye.
With the eye is the better option.
No, I didn't mean a black
Dick.
guy. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, you did.
You ever seen what was that movie where he was that king in Africa? You know what I mean? He was like a warlord, an African warlord. That's what you're basically getting, is some warlord guy with a golden AK-47. You know, that type of guy.
You think so?
Pretty much. It's the type of guy that takes
right.
fucking Viagra to give you secrets.
We got dick pills. Hey, oh, really?
You have dick pills? I will take-
ding dang.
Oh my god. The KGB had a propaganda campaign to convince the third world that the CIA created the AIDS virus. I mean, maybe they did.
We don't know that they didn't.
Maybe they did. The CIA.
I'm gonna put that one
offered-
on maybe. I'm gonna check that off for maybe because we don't know that for sure if they did or didn't.
This is great. The CIA offered the then president of Egypt, Gamal Abdel Nasser, a $3 million bribe if he would join the proposed Middle East Defense Organization. Nasser took the money and refused to join. Oh, yeah, I'm all over it.
Oh yeah, that's a fucking gangster right there. He's like, yeah, go on, ship the $3 million over.
Cash.
Of course, cash.
American cash, too, by the way.
Yeah, and then all right, man, it's time for your vote. Nah, you can go fuck yourself.
Not this time.
I'll pass. What about the $3 million? That's Debo. What $3 million?
Yeah, I got about $3 million.
Right.
Operation Merlin is where the CIA carried out a plan to send Iran flawed blueprints of a nuclear bomb in order to delay their nuclear program. It's kind of like what they did with that fucking gas line.
Yeah.
But they sent the blueprints by way of a defected Russian nuclear scientist who noticed the flaws and included the corrections. So they sold him the shit, and the guy's like, oh, fuck, this ain't going to work. Here, this will work. So pretty much we sold them
Okay, so
nuclear
they
bomb
probably
plans.
had to give him to the guy that knew how to do, like, so he's
Right.
trusted, you know,
Right.
like, look, I'm bringing these back for you guys.
Well, they leaked it to the point where that guy got it, and the guy's like, well, I fucking sell this, but they're not quite right. So, let's make it right, make me some money.
Damn.
Objection, speculation, but...
Right.
The CIA skimmed $65 million off the Marshall Plan, meant to rebuild post-World War II Europe so they could buy Italian elections and bribes over the next few decades.
Yeah, that's fucked. How do we know that the CIA didn't make it look like Russia interfered with the elections?
They may have. We know from our...
We know that they can.
Yeah, they know the little blue... Or
and
the
they've
little
got
fingerprints.
history of it. You know what I mean?
We'll never fucking know. We're not meant to know.
Son of a bitch. The last one, okay, so I already talked about the museum that you can't go to. I've been there, but you can't go there.
You're so full of shit.
That's true too. But this is like the golden achievement. The next one is of the CIA. The CIA tried to turn cats into secret agents, and it ended really bad.
Go on.
Well, so like the project took $20 million of obviously wasted funds,
Okay.
and it was called Project Acoustic Kitty. Yeah. So after 5 years, so what they were designed to spy.
You can't train a cat.
They spent $20 million finding that out.
You could probably suggest to a cat what you want it to do, and it's either going to say "fuck you" or that aligns with my plans.
That's the fucking issue. So after 5 years of training, they had one cat that was actually they felt was viable because all the other cats would just stop. They just didn't like whatever, dude. Yeah, they don't give a fuck. And then so like they got their one golden kitty right for Project Acoustic Kitty, and he's on his way to his first fucking mission, and he gets hit by a taxi. So they shut the fucking... I swear to God, I'm not making that up, dude. You can't make that shit up. They tried to train cats to be spies.
That'd be like whenever they sent the first dog into space and he got ran over on his way to the fucking rocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just...
We spent $38 million training Fido to, the Russians did to go out there. And
That's exactly what happened. $20 million after 5 years. And the ticket got him a cat that was going to be able to spy on them. And I don't know how it was supposed to fucking relay the information back, but it doesn't matter because it got crushed by a taxi on the way to there. Jesus Christ.
I guess what the long story short is with this episode is you can't believe anything.
Nothing.
The shit they've tried to do and the shit that they've gotten away with.
The CIA in general is like, I tagged them and I added them, by the way, in our status today. So there could be operatives
They're probably listening.
in the chat.
Let me look in
Probably
the
not.
chat participants.
But you only get who's
Oh,
commenting.
yeah. CIA Doug is what I was watching right now.
I hope not.
It'd be fucking hilarious.
I was
if it was.
joking about the thing, like, you guys aren't
The
assholes.
thing with the thing and, the thing.
All right, just delete the video. Let's go.
What else? We've gone through everything we had.
Yeah, we've
here.
ripped through it, dude. Tons of information.
Shit.
And quick.
Doesn't seem like it.
No, it doesn't. But we got to get set up. We're going to need an additional 5 or 10 minutes between the shows for the break so I can get waterboarded.
Are you seriously? I'm going to go out there and try to clear this.
Yeah, let's do it. I want to try it and see how it goes.
Guys, I guess we're going to go ahead and end the show. We're going to prepare for a waterboarding.
So come back for the waterboarding. I'm going to put it on Facebook.
Please don't put it on Facebook. Let's just, if it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't think we're going to be able to waterboard you.
Why?
I don't think they're going to allow it to go down.
They're going to be fine with it. Come on. This place is a fucking zoo. Let's do this.
Oh, my God. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you for listening today. It's SurrealTalkPodcast.com. Follow us on all the social media channels. We got the store now, which is SurrealTalkPodcast.com/store. If you would like to help us out, you can follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/SurrealTalk. It's a voluntary subscription service. We've talked about it 100 times before. Just a little bit of,
Help.
Oh, the Patreon exclusive show. Yeah, we didn't get any emails back. I sent out a bulk email to all of our people who bought shit from our store.
Rennie's the only one I heard from. Well, no, I heard from Rennie and one other person, but...
Yeah, so please play the outro, Troy. I don't have that handy. Sorry. It'll be on download the podcast. It'll be on there. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, to be a supporter and get on the supporter show, buy something from the store, be like Light Peach here and give us something in Super Chat like he does every week.
Super
Fucking
Chat
billions
works.
of dollars he spent on that.
Yeah, he's
Patreon.
6,000-7,000.
And the plan is anybody who's helped support the show like that, we're going to have a special supporter-only show once a month where you can get in and basically it's free for all. Do whatever you want. We're going to run it as a Zoom meeting, not a standard
So you'll
YouTube
have to
stream.
download an app. Yeah.
You'll have to download an app.
That's how we can ensure that we get patrons only.
Yeah, and it's two-way.
And so we want to hear
You can
from
talk
you guys.
to
too. You
us.
can talk to us.
Not just chat at us. You can talk to us.
Well, right, because this is kind of a conversation between me and you, but I feel like the supporter show would be a conversation with everybody. Like, we all just chill.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, we're going to do it from
We'll
the
have
bar
to make
here.
a rule, though, like for everyone that's in there. Like, if you want to hold the candle, you get to talk, but we can't have...
Well, if people get annoying, I'll
30
mute them.
people.
I'll be the one in charge. I'll be like, yeah, you know what? You're getting annoying.
Well, that's true.
We don't want your money, you
If
annoying
somebody's
prick.
coming in there going, look, man, I told you once the earth's fucking flat. You want to fucking debate
That'd
it
be
again?
hilarious.
No,
It'd be
dude.
hilarious.
How much money you got,
All
guy?
right, hey, let's go. Let's go try to figure out this waterboarding thing. We'll see you guys here in a few extra minutes. Until then, we are out.
Later, alligators. Nobody said after a while crocodile. Do you believe that?
Nobody says that shit. All right, guys, we'll catch you here in a few minutes. I'm going to go see about the waterboarding.
All right.
See you in a minute.
Later.
Dude.